Celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting, 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. Here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente, Wednesday, April 15th, 2015. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Well, over here in the States, April 15th is tax day. Got to get your income tax in there so the federal government could steal your money and give it to their friends and use it to slaughter people around the world. And you know who brought it to us? You know what I say. 6 words, have killed America. Harvard, Princeton, Yale, bullets, bombs, and banks. Who's the guy? Hey, Woodrow Wilson. That's right, the President of the United States of America. Former president of Princeton. Hey, Woodrow. What kind of mother would give a name of a kid Woodrow? I'll tell you who. Somebody who thinks they're better than you are. So they could kind of put them out there on their own. That's the slimy little bastard that took America to war. World War I. Oh, yeah, that's right. To bring democracy around the world, make the world safe for democracy, was the bullshit line that low-life bastard sold the American people as the war was coming to an end. And they were going broke over there in Europe. That Woodrow Wilson. Oh, the other Princeton Woodrow Wilson, that's the guy that gave us the Federal Reserve. That's right. The issue that was the major issue of virtually every election since the country was founded throughout the 1800s. Every presidential election virtually. That Woodrow Wilson. And that slimy little low-life bastard also gave us the federal income tax. One low-life man after another. Hey, but we may get a woman in there. That's right, with Hilary running into the lead over there. They're all a bunch of pieces of garbage that are only in it for their mental sickness and not for the welfare of we the people. So, today's tax day. Yep, our money going to murder. What a wonderful country. USSA. And how are the markets reacting on this April 15th? Dow's up on the news that same old news. And Earl, woof, foo, getting ready for that driving season, driving the prices up. That's right. Yeah, on the good news that inventories are down. Yeah, so they'll be able to charge more money as they cut back on production, even though it's still there in the ground. And gold, boop, up about $10. Well, gold's right around where it's been. On to some other international economic news. China grows at slowest pace since financial crisis. That's right. GDP expanded 7% in the 3 months to March from a year ago. They had expected 7.3%. This is the worst showing since the first quarter of 2009. Industrial output grew 5.6% in March from a year before. They expected 10.9%. And the Australian dollar tumbled to new lows against the dollar because they're not selling a lot of stuff to China as their economy goes down. But China now has 57 founding members to the AIIB, the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Sweden, Israel, South Africa, Azerbaijan, Iceland, Portugal, and Poland have been approved as prospective founding members, bringing the number to 57. Story that didn't get a lot of media attention in the business news, virtually couldn't find it, was retail sales in the U.S. SA in the first quarter. Sales at retailers and restaurants increased 0.9% last month. Economists surveyed by the Wall Street Journal had expected a jump of 1.1%. Retail sales climbed for the first time this year, but details show some uneven spending. The higher sales were largely driven by car purchases, which rose 2.7% last month. Despite the overall sales increase in March, economists said the details within Tuesday's reports were, quote, disappointing. So check it out. They're going up because of these car sales. Hey, you don't have a job? You got a lousy credit rating? Don't worry about it. Buy a car. Yeah, we're the bankers, man. We'll do one dirty deal after another. Yeah, that's right. Bill Clinton, the guy that deregulated the Glass-Steagall Act and all of these other acts, along with Jimmy Carter, who first started the raping of America with the end of the usury laws. Yeah, they're loaning money to people who can't afford to buy these cars, just like they screwed us with the housing market. Yeah, that's right. You remember those. Yeah, don't have a job, you could buy a house. Don't worry about it. Hey, don't you know who I am? Yeah, just sign over here. You're going to see the same crash happen with this. So the retail sales numbers stink. China's in a slowdown. Growth slowdown expected in Africa. Plunging oil prices, sluggish growth in the developed world, and a slowdown in China's pace of industrialization will bring down the sub-Saharan Africa's growth rate this year to the lowest in 20 years. Remember, it's not only oil prices, iron ore, copper, one commodity after another. It's a slowdown. But Mario Draghi was out there today saying how great everything is. You want to see a disgusting little man? This is a little man who is an example of all the other little men who shoot off their fat mouths and have the cojones a bit smaller than mothballs. Look at this video and then look at the photos following it. You will see a guy with a big fat mouth, a wad of money, and a little coward that freezes in front of everybody as a pretty little girl jumps up on the table. Here, look.
And will underpin the firm.
Yeah, you've seen us do close combat demonstrations. That would have never happened in this situation if I was sitting there, or if anybody I know that calls themselves a man or a woman. Foof, right down, bap, zip, over. But here's how the press-tiutes reported it from Bloomberg. Yeah, another tough guy with his squad of men around him to protect him. This is what their reporters said. After Draghi settled down, the ECB president, unflappable in the face of this. Unflappable in the face of this? Unflappable? They should have checked his pants. Yeah. To see if he peed or pooed. He froze like a little coward. And it's the same kind of cowards that you have out there that keep telling you what to do. Could you imagine little Marco Rubio sitting there? How about Teddy Cruz? Hey, Obama, when you put down that golf club, what would you have done? How about George Bush? One little loudmouth after another. Yep, protected by their goons. And look at the rest of the cowards in this country and in a country near you. This woman is braver than anybody that I've seen in a long time. Yeah, look how she's carried away with a smile on her face. Phew, just did it to them, clean and nice. A coward, that's all we have, one after another, telling us what to do. And a country of cowards that are afraid to stand up. Look how easy they fall apart, these guys. You see it all the time. They're only tough when they got their goons around them. Good thing this didn't happen in the United States, man. Phew! They would have shot this chick to little pieces, man. Couldn't wait to do that, huh? Anyway, when the floor was subsequently open to questions, Draghi reassured a concerned journalist that he was not affected by the incident. Oh, a concerned journalist from a girl throwing confetti on their head? You are a bunch of low-life prostitutes. Hey, you need more proof? Check out how they're selling Hilary Clinton, man. Look at this disgusting photo in today's Wall Street Journal. Oh, Clinton swings into campaign mode with road trip to Iowa. A story of total
bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
Hit the deck, man. One cheap line thrown out after another. Yep. And they keep pumping it up. Can you imagine anybody else getting this kind of coverage? Nowhere, no place, no how. Clinton and Bush, that's what they're pushing. And it's going to come more and more of this crap coverage by disgusting prostitutes on doing nothing more than reporting the press reports that the campaigns are pushing out. Disgusting. That woman is a brave woman who did what she did to Draghi. Cowards in this country, one after another. Not everybody. There are people trying to do things, like those demonstrations against police brutality that were held across the country yesterday that barely got any coverage in the States. Boehner urges a bigger role for U.S. troops against ISIS. He just came back and he said American troops have to get tougher over there. Hey, asshole, lead the charge. Yeah. ISIS. Wonder why they hate us. Boehner. Couldn't be because of all the people that the Americans have been killing over the last couple of decades, huh? Oh. You know who's upset? Israeli leader expresses dismay over Russian sale of missiles to Iran. That's right. He has grave concerns regarding Russia's decision to deliver air defense missile systems to Iran. Hey, wait a minute. Defense? Only Israel has the right to defend themselves. Hey, you keep saying you're going to bomb them, so then they got defensive missiles. Hey, you see Asshole Carter come out and saying that we have bunker-busting bombs if Iran steps out of line? That's okay. They're not allowed to defend themselves. Only Israel's allowed to defend themselves. And you know why Nuts is upset? Quote, Iran will only encourage aggression in the region and further undermine the stability of the Middle East. Iran? Aggression? Oh yeah, they invaded Libya, didn't they? No, it was Afghanistan. Maybe it was Iraq. Hey, maybe it was Lebanon. Maybe it was Gaza. Iran has not caused aggression in the Middle East. The Saudis have, the Israelis have, the Americans have, the French have, the British have, and I don't have enough time to go on to the whole list of all the people that have slaughtered others except Iran. But hey, it's the press-tiutes, and that's all they pump is...
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
It's horseshit. It's tax day. It's America. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's trends in the news.